Okay, so today we are going to have a look at one of the best resources available to build a professional website. And it's also one of the most comprehensive selections of themes and plugins for WordPress. So when it comes down to designing a professional website, one of the major ingredients is the theme that you're going to use. And this will greatly influence and impact the outcome, obviously, Now, if you want to design a truly professional website without having to spend too much time and something that's easily customizable as well, then I have the ideal solution for you today. All right, so let me show you. Okay, guys, and welcome to TemplateMonster.com. So Template Monster, they've been around for 20 years now, since 2002. So they've been around for quite some time now, and they've become the obvious choice when it comes to professional templates and professional layout for your WordPress or any other CMS platform. But today we are going to focus on WordPress only because this is what we specialize in. So let's say a construction company approaches you and asks you to build a website for them, a brand new website. So how can you go about it? Very simply, if you go to the homepage here, just go into the search box and type in construction. And what are we looking for? We're looking for a template or a theme. So select the first option here. And from here, as you can see, we're presented with 274 different templates that we can choose from. And then if we scroll down the page, we can look at all the different templates that are being presented to us here and choose one of them. So as you can see, some of them are for WordPress, some are HTML5, and some are for PrestaShop as well. So just be cautious, be careful to select the right one that's for WordPress platform. So if we scroll down the page, so let's have a quick look maybe at one of them. So for instance, let's go with this one here, okay? So this one is $75 US. You'd like to see what it looks like. All you have to do is to click on Live Demo, and we can open this in a new tab. And as you can see, it looks absolutely stunning and very professional. And this is what I like about Template Monster. They give you a wide variety of choice, but all their templates look very, very professional. Look at this. If I hover on top, the image will slide and will reveal the back, the information at the back, and then you can continue on. And this is basically what it is. All the templates are very, very professional looking. And this is the type of website that you can charge thousands of dollars for, And you can also preview this on mobile phones, see what it looks like on mobiles, and the same on tablets. So this is one option that you can use. And then let's go back here. If we scroll back up, I'm going to show you another option as well. So you have Monstroid 2, and this is their best selling template by far. As you can see, they've reached over 17,000 sales. So this is not bad, is it? So this one, why is this one so popular? Well, Monstroid 2 is a very professional, multi-purpose WordPress theme, and it uses Elementor as well, which is an added value. So let me show you this one very quickly as well. With this, you can build as many professional websites as you wish. So again, this is a fully multi-purpose theme and template that you can use. So as you can see, all of these pre-designed website pages, templates are readily available to you. So as you can see, you have this one for a production studio, this one for a flower shop, a gaming portal, and so on and so on. And as you can see, they all look absolutely fantastic. And there are over 300 templates to choose from, as you can see. So if you were to buy just one template for your web design agency, this would be the one. So let's go and check just one here. So let's click on this one just to show you how professional they look. And there you go. Look at this, guys. This is unique. This is not something you're going to see everywhere. And again, thanks to this, you could charge thousands of dollars because you will stand out as a web designer, as a web designing agency that knows exactly what they're doing. All right, so this is our second option. And now let's go back here and let me show you a third option, which is actually the most cost-effective one, and yet the one that's going to offer you unlimited downloads. So basically, this is the one I'm talking about here. So it's Monster 1. So Monster 1, it's only $7.75 per month. So it's a monthly subscription. And as you can see, with Monster 1, you have access to 9,000 different website templates, over almost 20,000 presentation, 130,000 graphic files, video and audio as well. So thousands of each. So let's click on this now and let me show you very quickly how this works. So again, Monster 1, download unlimited. This is the important part, guys. Unlimited digital product for your creative projects. So unlimited downloads, new products weekly, and simple licensing and reliable support. And all of this for $7.75 per month. And look at this, guys. The very first one here, Monstroid, is part of them. So for that price of $7.75 per month, you already have access to Monstroid, which is worth $95 US. So if you start your subscription today, you already have access to this one here, which is absolutely fantastic. But that's not it. Obviously, you have web templates, presentation, graphics, logos, fonts, videos, and audios. So you have the full production here to look after your web design agency. So to me, that looks like a no-brainer, you know, whatever you will need in the future for just $7.75 per month. And there you go, guys, that you sorted, and you can charge a few thousands for each and every project. Okay, for this tutorial, I'm going to show you very quickly how we can use Monstroid too, because I think that's the best value of all, you know. So let's go back here with Monstroid. So how can you purchase this? Very simply, you go click on the title here. And as you can see, you have all the different options here. So I don't need installation and setup. We can do that ourselves. So we're just going to purchase this. So you can either, again, as I said, buy it at full price, or you can have access to Monster One. So I'm just going to add to cart, and I'm going to proceed to checkout now. Okay, very good. So welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So we're going to start with a fresh WordPress installation. So basically we have no plugins installed, and for the theme we only have the default 2022. So basically this is what it looks like at the moment, so very basic. So this is again the default theme that comes with WordPress. But now we are going to install our own theme, Monstroid 2, so the one we just downloaded. And for this we're not going to install it through the theme section, but we're going to go to plugins and add new. And for this we're going to upload our own plugin that comes with that theme. So upload plugin, choose file, and this is the type of file you will receive. So it's an archive file, and you will have to extract it. Once it is extracted, you'll have a folder like this one, and if you open it, it'll be made out of 3 different folders, as you can see, with documentation, manual install, and theme wizard. And this is the one you need to open now, theme wizard. Click on this, and we need to install this plugin here, M2 theme wizard. So let's install this together. Open, install, and then activate the plugin. Now, as you can see here, we are prompted to enter our order ID. So where can you find this? So if you go onto your Monster One account, as you can see, you have all your downloads, okay? And right here, we have the order ID. So you copy and paste it right here, okay? Just like that, and then start install. So let's click on this. And now it's going to do everything for us. It's going to activate the license. And now we can choose among 2 different options. So we have continue with parent theme or use child theme. So what is the difference between those two? Well, if you're not planning to make any modification later on to your theme, you can go ahead with this one. Now, if you're planning to change your function.php file and add some additional functions, etc., this is the safest way. As you can see, it is the more safe way to make future modifications. Okay, so let's go ahead with this one for now, and let's continue. And from here you can select among all these different ready-made templates. So all you have to do basically is to click on start install, and in just one click the full demo will be imported on your WordPress installation. So let's go ahead and build one website. So we're just going to go and spin the wheel, you know, all together here. So I put here a few different subjects that we could take care of: education, service, e-commerce, etc. So let's just spin the wheel and let's see what we're going to build today. And today we are going to build a website for an architect. Okay, so let's go back to our Monstroid 2 page and let's find out which template is related to architecture. So we type architect here, and there it is. So we have this one here, Archivault, that's what it's called. So now we can just copy this name here, Archivault. And if we go back to our wizard here, we can look for this as well. So Control F, Archivault. And there it is. So now we're going to install this together. So all we have to do is to click on Start Install. And right here we can configure our plugins. So which plugins do you want to install? So as you can see, these are required, so you cannot skip those. But everything else is basically optional. So it's up to you really. I would go with all these that are recommended. Go ahead with this, and you can add as many extra plugins as you want. For instance, if you're planning to run an e-commerce website, you might want to install WooCommerce, etc. Okay, so let's click on Next. And now it's going to start our installation. So that's going to take a few moments, obviously, you know, it's installing the theme, importing the data, etc. And then from here, you can select how you want to import your demo content. You want to replace the existing one, or just create new content afresh, or skip the demo installation altogether. We're just going to go with the first option here for now. That's fine as well. So next. So there you go, guys. As you can see, congratulations, you're all set. So that's done now. And now we can have a look at our website. So let's go back to our homepage. So this was our default 2022 theme. So let's refresh and let's see what it looks like now. And there you go, guys. Look at this, how professional this looks. Absolutely fantastic, you know. And this is how you can import a full demo content and create a full website, very professional looking website in just a few clicks of the mouse. So now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now the beauty of this theme again is that it's built using Elementor. So if you go into pages now, it's very easy to edit your content. So let's go ahead with the home page, for instance. Okay, so this is our home page, and as you can see, we have a few different options: edit, quick edit, trash, view, and edit with Elementor. As you can see here next to it, it says that this is an Elementor page. So all we have to do is to click on edit with Elementor. And from here, you are going to be able to modify and customize all the content on your page. So how does this work? Well, very simply, let me show you. So this is your page and all the different elements. And on the side here, we have all the different widgets that you can insert on your page. And here you have all the different sections. As you can see, if I hover on this one, you have a plus and an X and a 6 dots. If I click on this, this is a section. And if I scroll down the page here a little bit, as you can see, if I hover on this one, this is another section, okay? Now, every section is made out of columns. As you can see, we have 1 and 2 columns. So this is the gray icon here. If I click on this, this is a column, okay? And each column is made out of different elements. So if I click on this one here, this is a heading. This one here is a heading as well. And if I click on this one is a divider, okay? Let's have a look. This should be a text one. Yeah, text editor. Okay, so all sections are made out of different columns, and each column is made out of different elements. And those elements basically are those widgets here that you can find. All these are called widgets. Now, this is the free version of Elementor, and with this, you get all these different widgets. So as you can see, some of them are pro, they're locked, and some are free, like those ones. So you can just basically drag and drop them on your page anywhere you want them. But with Monstroid 2, you get a lot of free widgets as well included. As you can see, jet blocks, all these are free. Jet elements, all these are free as well. So as you can see, you can add, for instance, a countdown timer, or maybe a drop bar, a horizontal timeline, etc., etc. So all of these normally are paid version, and they come included in this theme, which is added value on top of everything else. Okay, so let's go up to the top here. So we have our hero section here, which is the most important section on your website, because this is the first thing that your visitors will see and will identify you, and will let them know what your business is all about. So if I click on this, as you can see, this is an advanced carousel. So this is basically a slider, okay? So these are our different slides here. So we build the future, you have the image, etc. So let me show you with one section, and then you can reproduce the same afterwards with the rest of the content, obviously, you know. So let's go ahead and change our image here, for instance. All you have to do is just click on it. And now we can select from the media library, or we can upload our own file. So if I click on upload file, select file. So let's upload our own. So where did I put this? I have this one here, okay. That's just a picture I found online. Let's insert our media now. So it's uploading. Very good. So let's insert this. And as you can see, now we have our own image, our own picture showing up, which is maybe what you want to do, obviously, you know, to showcase your own work. And then we have our title and subtitle. You can change this very easily. All you have to do is just to type your text right here and in those sections as well. Now, you might want to change the color, maybe add more contrast to it. So how can you do this? For this, we're going to style. So you can stylize every aspect of your website as well. So you can change the content, and then you can stylize the content itself. So this is our title here. So we click on item title. And as you can see, this is our title color, which is our blue that's used throughout the whole website. As you can see, there isn't much contrast between the text and the background. So you might want to increase this a little bit by changing the color. So what you can do is just click on this and select any color here from your palette, or you can have the color picker here and then select one of the colors on your actual page. So let me show you. So if we were to select maybe one of them here, and you can select dark, maybe this color. You can try different fonts, you see. And as you can see, you can try things out and see which one looks best. So I think maybe either this one or maybe this one. Either way is fine. Let's go with the dark one, okay? Just like this. Now, if you wanted to change your font, you can do that as well. It's called typography here. And if you click on this, as you can see at the moment, it's Oswald, but you can select anything else. So maybe you want Montserrat, okay? And then you can change the size of your font as well, make it bigger, maybe smaller. And as you can see, it is impacting the rest of the content, obviously, you know. You can change the thickness as well of your fonts from extra bold to maybe very thin, you know. Again, this is really up to you. You can play around and tweak everything around based on your own preferences and taste, obviously, you know, which is very, very convenient indeed. And obviously you can repeat the same process for any section on your web page here, okay? So if you wanted to change the content of this text here, just click on it. And as you can see, this is almost like a word processing, you know, just type in your text and it will show up here. And the same with your title here, you know, just type in the title that you want to change and so on and so on. Now, in order to fully customize this page, I'm going to show you something else as well. You might want to add a section or remove a section altogether. So let's say you don't want this section here. You think it's not necessary. You want to get rid of it altogether. That's very easily done. All you have to do is to click on the X. There you go. Now it's gone altogether. And maybe now you're thinking, oh my goodness, I should have kept it. Maybe I should have left it there. You can always go back in time. As you can see, there's an icon here that says history. Click on this and now you can go back to a previous step. Okay, so if I click on this one now, as you can see now, our section is back again. Now let me show you how you can add a section now. So if you wanted to insert any of those elements on your page, how does this work? So you can either select any of those items and add them to your existing page. So let's say if I wanted to add a button here, just underneath, just like this. That's it. Now I can click on this and customize it. So maybe you want to say request a quote, okay, or something like this. And then you can add your link here, you know, your URL. So this is how easy it is to actually add a different widget on your page. And if you want to delete it, just right click on it and then delete. That's it, all gone, okay? Now let's say if you wanted to add an additional section here in between those two, all you have to do is to click on the plus sign this time. So let's click on this. And as you can see, it's showing us this section here. So now we can add a new section, create our new structure. So click on the plus sign. And as you can see, you can select full width, 2 columns, 3 columns, etc., etc. So let's go ahead maybe with a 2-column structure here. And I'm going to show you how easily you can add elements to it. So now if we click on our 9 dots here with all the different elements. So let's add, for instance, an image here. Okay. And now we can add a heading. And now let's add some text. There you go. So now as you can see, we created a new section and we added some content to it. Now you can obviously select an image and add it to your section. So let's select this one here. Let's insert. And there you go. As you can see, we now just created a new section that's been inserted in between. And again, this is part of your content. And then you have the style and then you have the advanced feature as well. So if I click on our section here, what's the advanced? Basically, that's all related to adding some padding and margin all around it. So let's say if I wanted to add a bit of breathing space all around here, I could add a padding, for instance, maybe 100 pixels or something like this. And as you can see, now we have all that white space around our section. And maybe you want to add a bit of background color. You can go to style, select the background here, and let's add maybe a dark gray or something like this, you know. There you go. So this is how easily you can customize any section of your website. So you have basically the layout, the style, and the advanced settings. So now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And there you go. You can repeat the same process with all your different pages. So let's go back to our front end here and let's click on this. As you can see, we have a menu section here with home, about, services, project, and blog. So these are 5 pages, okay? So you can do the same with all those 5 pages, about, blog, home, and then we have project and services, which are the 5 pages. Now, how do you assign those pages to your menu section? Okay, so for this, we're going to go to appearance and then menus. Very good. And as you can see here, we have home, about, services, project, and blog. And if we click on our menu section here, as you can see, this is exactly what we have. Now, if you wanted to add an additional page, for instance, you can easily do that by clicking on this item here, pages. So these are all your different pages, okay? So maybe you want to add interior planning, for instance, okay? So let's add this one and let's add use warehouse as well. There you go. So let's add those two. Very good. And now maybe you want to get rid of the blog section. Maybe you don't blog or something like this and you don't want it altogether. You can easily remove that, no problem. All you have to do is to click on it. And as you can see, you have the remove button here, so you can do that. And if you want to remove more than one at a time, you can click on this one here, bulk select, and then you're going to select as many pages as you want to get rid of. So we're just going to delete one for now, okay? And then remove selected item. There you go. And now if you wanted to rename maybe a page instead of use warehouse, you want to say something else, all you have to do is just to replace this by something else, or maybe latest project, for instance, okay? And once you're done, all you have to do is to click on save menu. And now if we go back to our home page and refresh, let's check our menu now. And as you can see, those two pages have been added to our menu section, latest project and interior planning. Very good. And now let me show you how you can change the header section here, so your menu section, and also the footer section. So let's customize those two now. And for this, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. And for the menu section, we need to go to our pages again, and we need to edit one of them pages. So for instance, home page. Very good. And right from here, if you hover on top, as you can see, we have an option here to edit the header. So let's click on this. And as you can see, it's going to open a new tab for us. And it's going to display the content of our header. So as you can see, we have a hamburger menu here, our logo, and some social media icon. And it's the exact same as we have here on our page. Now you can customize this and change this around the way you want it all together. You don't have to have it this way. You can change everything literally. So let's create a menu from scratch. I'm going to show you how easy it is actually. So let's say if you wanted a regular menu here on this side and maybe your logo right there. So what we can do is just to click on this. We're going to add 2 columns. Okay. So now we have our 2 sections here. Now we can change the size a little bit. So let's go maybe for 20% for the logo. And then we'll have our menu here on the right hand side, okay? So let's go ahead with the logo first. So for this is an image. So let's drag and drop an image. And then we're going to look for menu for the next one, okay? So the menu, as you can see, have different options here. So we're going to select nav menu, so navigation menu, and we're going to insert it here. And as you can see, our menu is already showing up here, okay? So this is how easy you can insert these items. Now let's take care of our logo here. So let's click on the image. Let's change this. And we're going to select for our media from our media library. So I'm going to select this one here, Archivault. And as you can see, our logo is now displaying. And next to it, we have our menu section. So if I click on this, we can change all the content as well. So I can change the alignment. Maybe you want it to be aligned to the very right. Okay, just like this, which is absolutely fine. So let's have a quick look. Actually, let's update. And let's go to our home page here and let's refresh. And there you go. Now we have a totally different feel, don't we? Obviously, we have to get rid of this one because we don't need 2 different menus, So now we can take care of this. So let's get rid of this one. We click on the X sign. There you go. Now it's gone. Let's update again. And let's go to the front end and let's refresh. And there you go. As you can see, that's perfect now. So this is how easily you can customize your header section and your menu and all that's included in it. And now let's take care of our footer section. And this time we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. We're still in Elementor editing our page, but this time we're going to scroll down the page. And as you can see, if I hover on top, we can edit the footer. So let's take care of this. Again, it's going to open this in a new tab. And from here, we can edit this very easily. So the first section here, the About Us, this is very convenient for your visitors. A lot of people will scroll down the page immediately, even on their mobile phones, and they will read this to find out who you are. So this is a very handy feature just to tell your visitors exactly what it is that you do in just a few sentences. I would keep this the way it is. Now we have our tags here. This is not very handy. We don't really need this. So let's delete that altogether. And right here, maybe we can add our contact details instead of links to our blog post. So let's remove this as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to add here the link to all the different pages. Right here, we're going to add a menu section. And right there, we're going to add our contact details. So let's change our titles here. So we're going to call this one links and this one contact. Okay. So for the links here, this is going to be a menu again. So let's type menu. Let's look for something similar to this. And now we're going to select our nav menu and drag and drop it here where we want it. Perfect. And maybe we want this to be vertical instead of horizontal. Perfect. There you go. As you can see, now we have all the links. But maybe we want to change the color. Maybe make this gray. So we can go into style. And now we're going to change the font color. And for this, we have the text color right here. And then we can change this. So maybe you can go for something in the grayish color, just like that, to match this content here. That's perfect. Now let's add our contact details. So we go back to our elements here and let's look for icon. And this is called an icon list. So drag and drop it here. And as you can see, by default, we have 3 different lines here. So we can change the content and also the icon. So let's select the first one, and let's say the first one would be our address. So it could be something like this, obviously, and then you can change the icon. So you can select among all these different options here. So there's quite a few. So let's select something related to maps, maybe Google Maps or something like this. Most people will be familiar with this one. So let's go ahead with this and let's insert. So as you can see, now we have a street name. Second, we're going to add our phone number. So let's click on this. Let's add our phone number here. And now we can select an icon. So let's select phone. Okay. And let's go with this one, maybe. Insert. And we can do the same with the email address, maybe here underneath. So let's type our email address here. And now we're going to look for an icon that says email. So maybe this one. Okay. And let's insert. Very good. Now, as you can see, the contrast is not that good. Again, we can go into style and change the color of our icon and text. So the icon can be of a different color as the text. So maybe for the icon, we go for white color and maybe the text a grayish, maybe something like this. Okay. And off gray, just like this. Perfect. And then finally, we have the bottom of our page here. So we have some social media icons, the copyright statement, and also our logo. So the logo, basically, you can just click on it and change this as an image. For the copyright statement here, that's basically what it says. So you can change your company name here. So let's say Mr. Web Reviews. Okay. And then this one here is called our social media icons. If you click on this, it's the same principle as this one. Basically, they all lined up here. All you have to do is to click on them. You can select your icon and then copy and paste the link to your social media platform. And you can do so with as many as you want. So let's say if you don't use Behance, or maybe you don't want to link to WordPress, you can click on this. You can do the same with Pinterest. And if you wanted to add another one, all you have to do is click add new. And then you can select among all these different options. So if you wanted to link this to your Twitch account, for instance, you can just insert it, copy and paste your link here, and that's it, all done already. And as always, don't forget to click update once you're done, just to save all your changes. So there you go, guys. This is how you can build a truly professional website very quickly, very easily, using the most professional tools on the market at the moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And also feel free to share this video with all your friends who you think might be interested in this subject. Very good. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Or maybe you want to watch this one here.